Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your Game Master Darius, and I've done a couple of things I think might piss people off. You see, I decided to re-level not only Liliana, but also Talos, because I wasn't quite happy with his stats as they were initially. I thought to myself, middle of the roadness, and I'll be able to increase his stats as the party gets stronger and stronger, kind of akin to most tabletop RPGs, right? No, that is not how that works in Pillars of Eternity. And with that knowledge, I really should have shifted him into a playstyle that would have been better suited for being a paladin. So I had re-leveled both of them, and initially I was going to take a stat, reduce it down to 3, and then increase the other stats up to whatever the hell I wanted them to be. I think I put Talos initially at 17 for strength and 17 for resolve, and Liliana I did the same thing, but mostly for dexterity and perception, as well as a little bit more might instead of like intellect or something like that. But I decided, you know what?
I'm here.
Screw that. I don't like that idea. So I did do that, but then I took whatever stat that I had reduced, in her case it was resolve, and just put it to 10. She'll get no bonus, but no penalty, because every single time that you reduce a stat below 10, you get penalties. As you can actually see on Sagani's Utamak. Like 8 Constitution and 5 Intelligence gives him 10 less endurance and health. And I really didn't want that for the main party. For familiar, that'd be one thing. So yeah, I pretty much just re-leveled them. I think I changed some of the skills. I really didn't note down what it was that I was going to have them take. Took the skill points I would have lost, which would have been like 7 skill points, and pumped them into things that were useful for their classes. So for Liliana, that was perception and dexterity, with I think 1 more point into might. I could be wrong. And for Talos, I was going to take his dexterity and drop that to 3, but then he would have been slow as fuck, in which case, no, and divvy it up between might and resolve. So now, if there is something for might or resolve, he's going to succeed, and not to mention I want him to do a buttload of damage because that was going to be his thing. But no, I decided to balance out all his skills. Anyways, I kind of wanted to put some more into perception too, but decided against it. Anyways, yeah. So with all that re-leveling, her mechanics is now at a 11. So if she's not able to undo those goddamn traps now, I don't know what. I didn't even rest. I should rest. Because that plus 3 dexterity will be good for basically the entire party. Rest, that craft bonus. Oh, hi. You feel a presence hovering nearby. When you turn, you see the grieving mother observing you. Concern crinkles the corners of her eyes and seeps into your mind. You wear a cowl of your own, Watcher. I see you shrouded by old lives and unanswered questions. Yes, I felt them more and more of late. This is why we journey together, that one may draw strength from many, that much may be mended by the purpose of one. As she peers at you, her brow seems creased with a new kind of anxiety. The obscure past, does it trouble you? Nah, whatever I've done, my decisions now matter more. Nods. I admire your clarity, Watcher. I hope I may help prepare you for the decisions ahead. She retreats from you, fading into the background. If you did not already know she was there, you suspect you wouldn't notice her at all. Okay. Let's go on our adventure and save ourselves a noble lady of some sort. And 3 dexterity. What is that doing for the entire party? I mean, okay, I know that it's not going to increase. Oh yeah, that's like 3. That's 9 action speed and 6 reflex for basically the entire party.
Place of ruin. It has long been abandoned.
Yes, we're trying to fix that. You're raiding in it, whether you know it or not. I like my part too. Alright, we'll go to the crossing simply because that's going to be the closest between the things. Also burn more time so that... Yeah. Hello. He hopes to gain an audience with you concerning a local rebellion. Oh boy. You couldn't have done this earlier? I've got a noble lady to save first. Alright, he's going to be there for 6 days, so I'm not going to worry too much about him for the moment. I probably really should be asleep, I won't lie. I really wanted to get some more recording in with Pillars on the sheer purpose of I like playing the game. Frustrations with how this game sometimes works be damned. Alright.
They shall see nothing while I see much. It's done.
Thank you. Freaking 1,000 goddamn gold just to...
It's done.
Make it so that she can basically disarm any traps. I guess that's just what I should expect from here on out to have to do with any of the characters. Just pump 1 skill and that's it.
Let's see what we've found.
And that's another guard. More guard. Another guard. Well, someone's got a gun. Everyone murder people. Ah, that's the one for the Crypt Master key. Well, more into the chest. Age of Regeneration. Cool. Alright. I'm having severe doubts that I'm going to need to sneak into the next room. But I'm going to try. Oh, that looks ominous. A large bull-necked man in a hood helps a young maiden woman down from the glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh blood.
You may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion. The transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly.
You filled her mind with essence from that strange blood pool, didn't you?
And that would make you a fellow animancer. Or something more. Either way, this is about something larger than us both. I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
Alice is pregnant.
And from your tone, I take it you don't know the circumstances of the child's conception. Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently. She's his niece, and she's carrying his child.
Oh. Ah. Well, that explains his rush to want to make things a little bit less ick. Such evil this crisis has wrought, to force a child on a daughter of one's own blood. Unthinkable. I mean, I don't suppose that would seem that far-fetched. And why would he do that?
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece.
I take it this is where the pool of blood comes in? He nods slowly.
This isn't just about Heron to the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged essence of dozens of maltreated slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way. People won't be able to look away from Heron's sins then.
Seems like a lot of trouble to go to when a simple lynch mob will do. They don't get a lot of things right, but this kind of thing they know what to do with.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Heron. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. Foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association.
Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Let me touch her mind. I can free her from this snare, as well as the memories that held her captive. Do it. The grieving mother bows her head. Thank you, Watcher. You feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Alis does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion, and the air around her rings with the sound of charms. At last she collapses, her energy spent. The strain throbs in her mind. For just a moment, Alis's eyes close. Then when they open again, her expression is blank. But as she takes on the scene before you, Windmund, and the machinery in this strange dark room, confusion turns to fear. She lets out a choked cry.
Kill them. All of them. If she can't destroy Heron, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
I don't like that idea. Let's go for you first. No, I was gonna say this isn't going too terribly, and then I probably should have gone for his underlings first, but hey, it's already near death. This is fine. Hopefully it's fine. Hey, how about one of these? That guy. Spread the love. This guy. That wasn't too shabby. The young woman blinks at you and takes a few steps back. Stay away. I don't know. Shakes her head and rubs her temples. What happened here? Skaanite cultists kidnapped you. She looks around at the dead cultists and pools of blood, her eyes widening in fear and confusion. But what? She winches and pitches forward, holding her head. Elia's wings, it can hardly remember a thing. She pauses, her brow furrowing, her mutters something in a dialect of Rao Tai. Then Valen. No, my name is Alice. Her fingers dance at her side, plucking at the air in 3 repeated motions. A liar. The open notes of the false night. Her twitching fingers brush her swelling abdomen. She looks back at you, a question in her eyes. Oh. Gonna have to be brutally honest with her. You're a young noble who was taken advantage of by unscrupulous relatives. She nods absently. I also know I can't go back to the village, though I don't remember why. She looks around at a strange machinery, and I certainly can't stay here. There's a temple on the edge of town. I'm sure the clergy will help you find someplace safe. The suggestion sinks in slowly, but it seems to take root in the newly barren places of her mind. It's good advice. She takes a final glance at the blood-splattered chamber. I won't look back. He hurries along. Yet, this got a little bit more messed up than I thought it was going to be. And not even just for the whole mind-wiping thing that she was inflicted upon with. Oh dear.
Sure.
Whole situation's pretty damn messed up. I'll talk. One-handed dagger, 12 to 17 slashing, accuracy, crits, good. That's a lot of accuracy and damage. Dang it, had to be an exceptional. A blade of Inutanic origin, Atuk skinning knife, was a gift passed from mother to daughter, used to remove hides from various hardy creatures of the tundra. It's precisely designed to pierce vulnerable joints and cut deeply and cleanly into flesh, making it a fearsome weapon against less traditional game as well. Wyman's Notebook. Alright, let's see just why this guy is twisted. The looping scribbles are difficult to read, but as you flip through the pages, you can make out several passages. Near the beginning you read, "Will be a suitable place for my experiments. There's an abundance of space, and, more importantly, the locals are content to ignore it. I could probably construct..." Skip ahead a couple of pages. Willing volunteers. The legacy has brought many grievances to the surface, and capturing the essence is primarily a matter of timing. The ritual for the effigies serves as a good template for... You scan the middle of the book. Died and their essence is evaporated. Next time I'll have to try a smaller concentration of the reagent to... Turn to the last page. Noble from Defiance Bay. Results were mostly consistent across the other subjects. The challenge is always applying the method to an unwilling participant, but her situation may prove an advantage. If I can bring those memories of her uncle to the forefront, it might render her essence more susceptible to the process. So the process of the effigy making thing was similar enough to his whole situation that he could have done, that he used it as a way to manipulate the peoples in order to do the things. Oh, that's a thing. An ornate crest decorates the sarcophagus, and the name on the lid has been scratched out. Goods. Alright. I actually do wonder just how many more people are there. Gosh. When did she get knocked down in that fight? Also? Come on, buddy. There you are. Yeah, they were not terribly far away from the crossroads. Like, quite literally just down a hole. Messed up, man. Alright. Oh, boy. So is she going to be at the church? You know, I'd say I feel bad for doing in the leather workers in here, except I'm not. Oh man, that was just a whole lot to take in. Holy shit.
I always assumed Glonfathens preferred traditional weaponry. Yet you seem uneasy with the bow.
Oh, I was a great shot when I had 2 eyes. I'm much worse now. It's hard for me to judge distances.
Well, you have the luxury of being able to catch dinner without the need of a bow.
Exactly. Why aren't more women complimenting me on that?
Alright, was it this church that we were talking about? Because, at least I'm hoping that if it is, we'll be able to pop in and be all like, hey, you safe? Good. I'm gonna tell your uncle off. No? Mildly concerning. Maybe the kid's just not there, or maybe the church is actually deciding to hide her from her uncle, which would be great. This encounter is going to be awkward, interesting. I'm not sure which yet. Dumb? Oh, he's resting upstairs. Well, I guess if he's going to be told, hey, BT Dubs, your niece is, out of your reach now. I want to grab this one. This is might end in violence. Maybe.
What are you doing up here? Unless... have you news of my daughter? I've got to get her out of this wretched village.
I found Halis.
My daughter? Is she safe?
I let her go.
That can't be. What happened?
You know exactly what I discovered.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I've heard enough already. Take this, and let's put this unpleasantness behind us.
Would either of these be considered... How chaotic good are we talking? Because there's letting him go, extorting him for more money one way or another, or just outright killing him to prevent his evil from spreading. Because, oh Lord, I need a dice. The dice. Almighty D4. Where are you? There you are. And 1 die 4 says 4. To the death. The blow dispatches the old man more quickly than you'd like, but you're confident no one has heard you. You're also confident no one will ask too many questions when they find him dead. Hey, gain some copper. Ooh, amulet. Grants sunbeam 3 per rest. Wait, nope. Wanted to read that. Yeah, sunbeam 3 times a day. Causes burn and blinded for 15 seconds. Accuracy plus 10 versus reflex. Sorry, I'm also putting away my dice. You know, that's not that bad. That's not too shabby. Little is known of the origins of this mystical amulet, but the markings around the embossed sun emblem suggest that it's centuries old. At most, it looks like any old piece of jewelry, but in the hands of an individual whose soul has an affinity for the magical arts, the amulet glows brightly and feels warm to the touch. No longer larger than an old coin, it hangs from a gold chain. It has burn reduction and sunbeam 3 times a day. Oh, 3 times per rest. But you know what I mean. Your clothing. Oh no, I have lost reputation with Defiance Bay. Wait, Major. How bad is Major? Yeah, it's still neutral. I don't know what I did to make it so as I was increase in benevolence, but hey. Increase in benevolence. As long as I'm not seen as more deceptive or cruel, then I'm fine with that. And hey, I'm even honest.
I'll have this open in no time.
What?
It's done.
Liliana, what are you doing? You fiendish scoundrel, stealing all the goddamn money in here? Guildmaster staff. Oh, this is the staff that he was talking about. Increased reach? Gain restores minor endurance 3 times per rest. The staff is topped by an emerald green orb between 2 wing-like protrusions. The long, slender staff is banded and reinforced with gold casings. Bitchin'. Oh, you're more dudes. Hi. Books. Sagani, you fiend. Been caught stealing. By NPCs. That matter? Am I gonna go down these stairs and be face to face with like 3 city guard? They care? They don't care. Oh, and his guards just kind of poofed. What's up, Dingler?
You do.
Going their feet, eh? Well, I'm glad that all that is over. Although I'm just a little weirded out about how it all came to an end. Because let's face it, that's just a little fucked up. Actually, you know what? Before we call an episode, I want to see what the hell the is going on at my home. Dude who is known for being cruel.
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Oh, I'm in love with these interactions. They're awesome and hilarious. Oh, man. Can't blame the guy. So soft. So fluffy. Kinda makes me wanna...
Walls need some work before this place is secure. My husband could fix them right up.
Listen, I'm sure you missed your husband. I'd probably miss your husband if he's that, skilled at repairing walls and whatnot. However, He's about one dwarf. Well, okay. I shouldn't underestimate the crafting skills of a dwarf. Ah. Lord Bernwigar. I've heard a lot about you, Lord Talos Windblade. You seem like a man who knows how to get results. I have a matter I'd like to discuss with you, if you'll hear me out. I would urge caution, my lord. Lord Bernwigar has gained a reputation as a man of brutal temperament. Some would call him cruel. You hear the steward's soft-spoken words within your head. Very well, let's hear it. Call all your allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. Peggy. As the ruler of Cadua, I'm sure you've seen your share of troublemakers. People determined to tear you down so you can share in the misery. I've heard of a few incidents on my land. Rabble-rouser peasants, you see, shameful as it is. They've gotten somewhat out of hand, refusing to work, threatening my guards, spouting this nonsense about unfair treatment. Not as if I don't pay them. In any case, I fear they won't back down. The situation will only get worse if I don't put an end to it. Things may get a little messy. Best to consult with you on the matter first. I'd like to discuss this with my people. Of course. Alas, I need to travel to Berwyn's Keep, warn the people. Shall act quickly. He departs. Stronghold has gained 2 prestige. Loth will be busy for 6 days. Have we come to any decision? Well, so much for being honest. I don't approve of your brutal tactics, but I'll turn a blind eye on this one occasion. Now leave. Bernwigar opens his mouth to protest, but thinks better of it. Bows curtly, then turns to leave, shaking his head. Probably should have talked more to him about that, but hey. Hey, we got experience for that. 200 whole experience. Holy shit.
I trust all is well.
Yeah. People are starting to notice your hard work. Dare say we'll have more visitors. I'm glad you decided to stay, my lord. It's been difficult. Here's the reports. Yeah. Go warn the people there, buddy. Is that finished yet? Where's Bailey? I guess it has. Has it finished yet? It has to have finished because I don't freaking see it. If I make a Bailey, building this upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. If I get towers, I can get a perception bonus when resting. South Curtain Wall. I really wish that we could, like, get multiple of these working at the same time, because I don't see why we couldn't restore the library at the same time as, like, restoring the walls outside. But I guess that's just me. Oh yeah, the merchant stalls, artificer halls. Resolve bonus. Purchase scrolls from a priest. Neat. Might, stronghold. Okay, I think all these increase just the attributes in the middle of their thing anyways. No, you increase stealth. Constitution and athletics bonus. God, there's a lot of these. I wish that there might be a better way to just kill time. I mean, I did level up. I could go back down and test my might, my metal, against those back down within the dungeons. Well, for starters, I think we ought to upgrade our security in the first place. So let's do that. Oh, right. I gotta build a barracks. Where? Okay. And I can't cancel the one thing to get the barracks. I should have gotten the barracks first. Well, that was my own dum-dum. What's over here? Is this just the way out? Another way out. Oh, it is my library. Someday I'll restore all of this to its peak. Until such time. Also, I have been assured that no, there aren't any quests that are reliant on time frames, which, thank the gods, that would have driven me insane. I now have less anxiety about.
Place of ruin. It has long been abandoned.
Yes, I'm working on that, grieving mother. Thank you very much for pointing that out. But yeah, I'm very eager to continue playing this. I'm tired. Should I go for the dungeon next? I feel like I could complete another level of the dungeon. Especially now that I actually have a full party of 6 and have leveled up. And the party is actively doing shit. As opposed to just waiting until my commands have said anything. Oh, there's the +2 mechanics. There's the +2 mechanics. Thanks, game. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead, save, call an episode. When we return, we are going to do something. I want to say that we'll go down into the dungeons again, because I really want to see if I can't make any more progress. I'm very curious what else is down there. So thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying the series as much as I am enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.